Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And
what is it? Good day, good happy Friday, happy Monday, whatever it is. You all have to pardon us. We're all half naked. It's too daggone hot to be wearing full clothes today.
I know it's 59 here.
You guys got lucky that I had clothes.
Well, from the waist up, right?
Yeah, I got the waist down
Not
too.
Friday.
That was so the waist up, no clothes on Monday for the waist down on Friday.
Topless Fridays now.
I could do that, you know.
Well, topless Tuesdays, but we don't have a show on Tuesdays, so.
Oh wow, VI naked people, buy me a coffee, huh? Did you write that?
Wow.
Is that Tyler?
Who's by?
That's Tyler, I think.
It must be.
Troublemaker.
Vi naked people. Hi, Angie. Deb. Pauline, Mary.
Well, it's somebody who has the
Roman
wrench.
Well, I guess I'm going to be doing some starring, aren't I? At some point.
Starry night. So, how was the weekend for you guys?
It was stressful.
Stressful.
Well,
Mine was
sort of. Great-granddaughter did something that she wanted to do, and it don't look pretty to me, but I haven't really seen it.
What's she doing?
I just don't like the idea.
And what is that?
Putting a ring on the lip.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing, I guess.
Just let her know.
It
gets addictive, just to let her know. Once they start piercing, they won't stop.
I know, it's like tattoos.
I've always told my kids, I mean, I have tattoos. I told my kids, I said, your body, your life, you do your thing, but just be aware of the consequences.
Yeah.
If you decide to tattoo and pierce your whole body, good luck finding a job.
Well, true. I remember there was a time where, and I was a mean mom. I'm sorry. I always believe in
you're a mean one, Mrs.
taking care of your temple. And he said, I think I might get a piercing. I said, I hope the style of a hole in the ear works, because that's what's going to happen if I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is his temple now. He's an adult. Before he wasn't.
Yep.
So.
Well, she's not quite 15 yet. So.
Ooh, but
it's okay with mommy. So.
Well, mom wants to be the nice one.
I don't know.
Nice mommy. Good cup, bad cup.
Well, thanks to everybody who answered the poll. Nadia, your answer, really.
King of Wands, thank you.
You didn't like my answer?
Poll as in question, choose option A or B, not poll as in King of Wands putting on a performance, okay? Just to simply ask you guys if you prefer deep dives or Fun Fact Friday, and it's really neck and neck. It's like half and half.
I think they do enjoy. I enjoy it. I mean, stuff we never heard or learned about is awesome. Well, do we want to talk about the event that happened over the weekend? Operation, what was it? Midnight?
Midnight Hammer.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I only got the gist of it because I really don't watch the news, but I think that was also underground cleanup more than anything else.
There's so much more to this than what we're seeing.
Oh yeah.
And everybody's making it out now. They want to go after him for unauthorized war powers and all that stuff. He didn't declare war.
No.
Presidents all through history have done strategic missions that go in and drop a warning, basically, like keep up your crap, and then we'll see about war. He's not starting a war.
Keep fooling around.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. I don't. Well, it probably, I don't really like some of the things that he does, but this may have warded off the potential of a world war.
Yeah.
Because once you take out the 3 nuclear sites, then Iran doesn't have anything to bargain with.
But do you really think it was nuclear sites, or was it? Okay,
so
let's
just
say
deeper than that. I think it's beyond nuclear.
Yeah, I think since Iran, being supposedly an Ayatollah state, there are so many more synagogues there than there are mosques. I think that's a second Ukraine. I'm not sure.
Very, very, very possible.
I'm not sure that the citizens of Iran are going to stand for it, actually. They're already in the streets.
Yeah, the citizens of Iran, I mean, we pray for them because they've wanted out from underneath this stronghold for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like Ukraine.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about Khazarians over there who run actually to show.
They're in every nation.
Under every outfit, though. It doesn't matter, but the thing is, what we did yesterday was we around the world joined for a world peace meditation and prayer last night, and it was such a beautiful energy. So we are helping, and many people change their light, change their hope, change their faith, as in belief that this is for the good.
Yeah, right now we've got a mixture of feelings. A lot of people, this is the way I feel about it. We just want to be left alone. Let us go about our lives. Stop with the crap. We're all sick of the political theater. And then the other half really take it to heart and worry and are terrified and are trying to pick it apart and figure it out. And, and it stresses them out.
Well, we knew this was going to happen. We told everybody, keep your vibes up, even though you want to prove you're right and this whole thing is wrong and the media is wrong. You can't change people. They have to wake up themselves. If we already know it's the movie, you pray, you keep your frequency up, get grounded if you can. However, the only thing, I get snippets of walking upstairs. I have the Middle East news in one room and I have the Brazilian news in the other. So I'm trying to get it from other countries, what's being said. And if Iran was attacked by a U.S., so now it gives Israel more of a stronghold to attack them more. I don't think that's correct either. I mean, I'm not trying to point fingers, but I think that should be, you said, okay, your problem is the nuke, done. Now, no more fighting. So why is Israel still sending missiles over there? Part of the movie I get, but I don't understand that part.
Well, we have to understand that Israel can't be in a war any longer than 2 weeks. They don't have what they need to fight a war any longer than that. That's why they've been begging the U.S. to get involved. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole point, is to expose the warmongers. And this is all about exposure, regardless of how you look at it. It's all exposure. And who's really been pulling the strings.
Yep. That's good. All right.
One of the broadcasts that they had with BB on there, you could tell his mask started all crinkling up and crunching up at the bottom. And I'm like, wow, this is so obvious. How do you all not see this?
Exactly.
Because they're so...
and he hasn't been the first one.
I know. They're so
conditioned on the agenda. They don't even know what's in front of them, these people. Yeah. So I guess that's it. I don't know if there's any other new news.
New news?
No new news?
No new news.
No.
It's not. Oh, yeah, we should. Please beam me up. Beam me up, please.
The area
course.
where Iran stopped for oil trade, the canal,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. We don't need to be concerned about that either.
Oh, no.
Think back to Suez and the trade routes and the ports and all of that.
Evergreen?
Or moose.
So, yeah, we just don't overthink it, but I just don't let it stress you out. It's all under control. God's in control.
100%.
I've been studying, basically that was my weekend. I'm studying scriptural where we're at, and most of it's Old Testament because it repeats itself. Whatever happened in the Old Testament will happen again, and going through those areas of where we're at right now is fascinating because it ties into Rosh Hashanah coming up in September.
Well, can I ask
4th of July.
regarding that?
Hmm.
My question is, okay, so history always repeated itself. However, we volunteered to come here to change history so it doesn't repeat itself. Is that what's going to?
Well, I'm not telling God he can't repeat himself. He's going to do it.
Schneider.
Yeah. We don't make the same mistakes, but God does it for exposure. I mean, from the beginning to the end, from the end to the beginning, he does it for a reason. So that once and for all, this is a good way of explaining it to his kids. Look, this is how I dealt with it in the past. This is how it will be dealt with in the future. And it's about learning lessons. Your parent will lecture you until you get it right.
Supposed to, anyway.
Well, yeah, good parents too. And he's a good parent.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of very important dates coming up. 4th of July is a massive one. And going into the fall will be very, very important on Rosh Hashanah on September 24th. So they are, it's Jubilee year and a year-long celebration. We've got so many beautiful things to look forward to, and it's supposed to start July 4th. Just think positive.
I want it to start before the 4th.
Well, it's next week. I'm pretty sure you can hang in there.
I don't know. My peanut butter jar is getting awful low. I might have to go out and get some more.
I can mail
Wait,
you
what's next week?
the 4th of July, which is a very important date. Speaking of the 4th, we don't have a show next Friday, guys. We're taking that day off, so there will not be.
Hey. Fun fact, no show Friday.
There is a show Friday, just not a show next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday is the 4th.
That would be a week after Friday.
Yeah, that way you guys can shoot off your fireworks and try to stay out of jail.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can never find that in our schedule. Just
Yeah. So I had an interesting dream.
That's free food and free lodging, for at least a night.
right.
Well, true.
I'm just hoping to take classes in weightlifting. So, geez. All right, go ahead.
So my dream this
Don't drop
weekend
the soap.
was interesting. I was in a different density, and
Again?
surprise. And the homes were very, very similar. I was in this home, and there was a bunch of kids there. Lee was there, and my spidey senses were going off. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And then in the spirit, I was the only one that could see this. There were literal mini tornadoes inside the house.
Literal what?
Tornadoes.
Ooh.
And then I hear wings, and he said, "Look outside." And so I go and I look, and all of a sudden, this big front yard has got a big front porch on this house. There are these giant ant people walking towards me. And then there was a ringleader who was a giant beetle.
The Beatles.
The
Ringo?
babies.
Ringo?
I don't know which one it was.
Well, John
Paul,
came
Ringo.
back. John came back. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm opening the door because I realize I have a couple of my grandkids are outside. And so I open it. There's tornadoes in the background, and which is a whirlwind. Chaos is what it means. Chaos is ensuing. Well, following these ant people are humans, but they're zombified. They just do everything that they're being told.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm opening the door. Lee's screaming behind me, "Why are you opening the door?" And I said, "I got babies out here. I got to get the babies." And so I'm ushering them in. And this beetle dude walks up on the porch, starts talking to me telepathically. And he says, "We must speak to you." And I said, "I don't know who you are, what you want. You can destroy the world. I don't care. I have Jesus and I got grandbabies to take care of. Goodbye." And walked back in the house. Did not care. Could care less. Well, I just kept hearing pounding on the door. Well, now he's making me mad. And I'm telling, and I told Leah, I said, "Get all of the kids in the basement. Just get all the kids in the basement." Because I didn't want them to see any of the stuff that was going on.
Mhm.
And I fling open the door again, and Lee goes, "Really? Really?" Open the door again. I said, "I do not care about your agenda and what you want. You cannot have us. We have Jesus. You understand me?" And they were all in shock. They were just complete shock that I dismissed them. And the more times I said Jesus, they started melting and going away.
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Get off the land." And yeah, Lee said, "This sounds about you, like you, because I had the attitude of, let me tell you something." And he said, "Yep, you will be the reason that we get shot one day." Yep. I don't care. I just thought it was interesting because I had no thought of ant people or beetle people. And we've heard prophecies about the ant people being underneath.
Mhm.
Whether they had something good to say or bad to say, I wasn't risking it. That's not where I was at. I was so focused on God that I could care less. I don't care what species you are and where you're from. I was just focused on God. I think it was because I've been in scriptures this weekend, and that's where my focus has been. So I came and pulled cards and used the pendulum and to talk to Yeshua, and he was chuckling. He said, "I'm proud of you. Good for you," because it was blocking out any distractions. Stay focused on me. That was the message.
That's okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they were good or bad, but to me, weren't the end people some of the Hopi prophecy probably trying, because you have Indian blood in you?
Yeah, and if I went back and went into the deep dives again, that's probably true. The point was I didn't care. It had nothing to do with God, and I didn't want to hear it. Because why do you have enslaved people with you?
Or the ants have enslaved people?
They were the human beings, and they were zombified.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't care, but I knew instantly they were shapeshifters. And
Okay.
I just, when you let your instincts take over and you just like, something's not right here, divine, because the hair will stand up on your arms. You just know that you know. And at that point, I didn't care. So I just thought it was interesting.
Very interesting.
They finally let me come back to this density.
So you
Cool.
didn't have to clean up the tornado mess in your house.
No, I don't have a tornado in my house. Everything's clean. There are no children here. So
No, I'm saying in your dream you had tornadoes in the house.
yeah, after I shut the door and everything went back to normal, and then shortly after that, I came out of it. But here recently, all of these crazy density dreams that I've had, I have always, the only way that I can come back out of them, because I can get really deep in them, is just say the name of Jesus. That's the only thing that brings me back out of it. So I asked Yeshua, "Am I being tested to make sure that that's my main focus?" And he said, "Yes." I want to know that you stay focused on me and not all of this garbage that's around. I went, okay.
Well, I'm glad you brought up a dream because I'd like to share one dream, and it's not a happy one.
Okay.
And normally, he's next to me. So I'm going to try to put this to, what is it?
Is it G-rated?
Of course it is.
Okay.
Who was your prison mate?
It was my dream, but this is my dream.
Man.
No, usually if I have a dream early in the morning, that means it comes quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people say if you dream after 4 a.m., it's not true, whatever.
2 minutes and it's gone.
Yeah, but this dream said, the doctor came up to me and said, time to put him down. And I said, let me go tell my family and everybody on the live chat because you guys all, love his energy. And I think it may happen soon. So I was wondering if maybe we could pull a dream. You just reminded me of the dream. It happened Saturday.
It could be preparing you, but the crazy thing about that is there's no sense of timing. Because when you're in that state, there is no time. But they could start this. This is like prophecies. They could tell them 100 years, and it still won't happen. Not that Snyder's going to live 100 years. He might. I don't know.
He might. Medbed might.
Exactly.
But I thought it was a preparation myself, and I can see he's a little more distant with me. I don't get the tail wag anymore when he sees me, but my son does.
That's because you have chosen the man over him.
Exactly.
It
all started with Brazil.
Yeah, I think
just went downhill from there.
I think it's the traveling a lot and leaving him alone.
All right, man. You are the last one for now. Because we didn't get you last time.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
Pulling cards. Okay. This is a warning. You got a little while though.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost when temperance comes in, not only is it patience, but it's to temper your emotions, to make sure you're balanced and you're ready. So if they start ahead of time letting you know, listen, I want you to start thinking about this because it could be happening. Yeah, absolutely. But this is a good indication. You'll be the one to call the shots between you and Snyder. No one can tell you when to do it, obviously.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. So yeah, I don't get urgency in this. You don't have an 8 of Wands or like fast moving tower moments. So this is temperance is a huge thing. That means yep, but you still have time.
All right. Thank you.
King, you don't have time? Are you out of time? Is it time to go? It was a great show, guys. Thanks for
temperance. It's not like I've never heard that word ever before.
First reading of a Monday show. In it.
Oh, come on. Let's just be patient, will you, please? You got any coffees?
Let me see. I do. Thank you, Angie. She just said thank you and she bought coffees. Okay.
As well.
Bonita has one. What can we as a collective be expecting from Trump on the 4th of July? Please and thank you.
Speech.
Fireworks.
Come on, Nadia. You're next.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. You know, I haven't put the fork down yet, just to let you guys know.
Oh, gosh.
More information coming out. He may be talking about some med beds I'm getting.
Oh, we're going to talking code.
Yes, we are.
So it's a cue card you got.
Actions. So basically, he's going to be addressing what we can expect because this is supposed to be a year-long celebration.
Right.
So it's the actions that will be taken. Don't fear what is coming, because I'm sure that there might be some still rumors of wars and that kind of stuff. Don't fear it. This card is also a representation of, we're going to have to read between the lines. So expect the comms. Now, in the past, I think, well, he may be shutting down King of Wands. That's interesting. No.
Well, they don't want patience anymore.
Because
He's still holding his pole.
in the past, he's probably going to continue addressing wartime rumors and things like that, and that we're not making knee-jerk reactions going forward. Literally, he's explaining a brand new world, a brand new future. So what to expect. He's going to give us a little drip drops. Wow.
Is he going to Godsmack us?
A few of you.
A lot of people, I think he's going to indicate that we're walking away from, we're not doing things the way we used to do. And of course, you are expect this energy just as much as ours are high. You have that much negative energy coming out of the other side that just aren't awake. And the best advice that I can give people is sow the seed and walk away. Stop trying to convince everybody of real truth, because some people are just not meant to ever wake up.
Mm-hmm.
You're exhausting yourself. And
It's frustrating.
they do. I know it is frustrating, because we have friends, we have family, blood relatives that will probably never wake up. That's their contract. You are meant to be here. If you're listening to this, you're awake, at least enough to understand something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But stop wearing yourself out. You sow a seed and say, look, start them on a little path of doing their own research. You can't do it for them. We've put a lot of hard work in just to hand it over to them.
And remember, guys, when you were not awake before you woke up, you were in the same position. Nobody told you had to do it. You woke up and figured it out yourself, had to go through the anger issues and of how you were lied to, and that's what they have to do.
Yep. We put on a gun show. Come on now. I put it on deodorant. That's good, right?
That was for moi.
Moi, for moi.
We did this actually at the beginning.
All right, here's my guns.
Oh, I have so much to teach you.
I know. All these mom jokes, you know. Got any more coffees?
Sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Nope.
Thank Angie for the coffees. Also, no question. Let's refresh. Nope, we're good. All right. We want to get to the start. You don't have one from Renee on the phone, do you?
No, she's in the show every now and then now.
I was going to say, no, she
I
usually...
didn't see her in the show today, though.
No, she's not. But she got on the show.
I agree.
Hello, Snyder, baby.
Want to say hi for everybody?
Mary
No,
Jones.
Where's chicken?
That's no stinking gun.
Jen wants to know, where's your chicken?
Where's your chicken?
You want to get it?
I'll go get it, chicken.
Chicken. Where's your chicken? Where's your
Have
chicken?
a shortage yet?
You hear it, Jen? Yes. You got a chicken.
I bought him a barnyard. He's
Uh-oh.
got a
They get
chicken and
new
a
ones
pig.
so
And wasn't there a cow or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, we got him a new one. It's Talk to Me Goose.
Talk to me, Goose. Roman. The Bible says the days had to be shortened, or even the elect wouldn't survive. What saith about this? Has it happened? Will it, or is it fear porn?
It's not fear porn. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22 is very specific when it says that it gets so bad in the end days that he does shorten the days. Now, I want you to think about how time feels right now. Doesn't it feel like it's speeding up? Days don't last as long as they used to, or it's like you feel like you just started the week and then you blink and it's already Friday or the weekend. So you're starting to get a little bit of a taste of it. Now, we need to understand that Revelation was presented to us to scare us to death when it's actually meant to empower you and let you know that they're taking down the bad guys. I want you to, it seems like if I don't shorten the days, there'll be no flesh left, is actually what we've been told. Think about, maybe not on the surface, but think about the underground. I mean, look how many deaths there have been. And if you think population control, we're not repopulating as quickly as we can. Eventually, we would just be drowned out. There wouldn't be enough. One of the things that they did at the summit this year was talking about depopulation. Of course, Trump went, he shut it down. But this is what their plans were with these thingies, your food, your water, the air, all of that stuff. If he did not come in and shorten the days, then they would have succeeded. So basically, it's God saying, I'm intervening because they will kill my people. I mean, think about the Georgia Guidestones. Remember when we were told that they wanted down to 500 million? Yeah. But if you want more in depth, go back and read Matthew chapter 24. It's my favorite book ever besides Enoch, because he really specifically says what's going to happen. It's also in Mark chapter 13 verse 20. So if you want to go in and get the details of what it means, it just means that God's going to step in and save his kids, and that's what he's doing now. So it's not fear porn. As far everybody thinks, well, that means we could be nuked. It's not for us. It's for the negative.
Well, shortening the days also is getting the star seeds and the rainbow children up to speed, because they're the ones that are going to be developing our new future.
Yeah. Well, we were told in the end days, knowledge shall increase. And he told us that my people perish for lack of knowledge, because we've been asleep. So now is the great awakening. It's all biblical, but the way they've presented it to us for years with the division between man-made religions, it was to scare us to death until we realized, wait a minute, this isn't meant for us. God's going to deal with these rat bastards.
What verse is that? Because I wanted to hear rat bastards in the Bible.
Well,
let me tell you,
when Jesus was flipping tables and talking to the Pharisees, and that was back in the day for his time, I guarantee you that was his version of cussing. Flipping tables, chasing people with whips, and calling them, fork-tongued serpents, den of thieves. Yeah, I mean, nothing has changed.
Vipers.
So, Sharon, I did see your text, honey. That was good confirmation for you, love. Glad to hear it.
Joe, Mom has been popping in and out of here a lot lately. Is there something that she'd like to tell us?
She's saying, Joe, Eve,
clean your room.
You ain't done your chores.
Oh, that I don't believe, because Joe gets everything done right away.
I know she does. She's gonna whoop you.
What's a message from Joe's mom? Just heard you've been letting the dog in the house.
Oh, money paw prints.
Oh, okay. 2. Oh, there's also a message from Daddy coming in too, and she needs to ground herself more. 2. And Daddy says he loves you.
Continue going. You feel kind of stuck in limbo right now, but your journey, not crossing over, passing, but the struggle is coming to an end because the world card's in here and that's victory and completion. Yeah, this is all the burden. You're going to go from the 10 of Wands, which is she's letting you know, I know you're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. But you're going to go from 10 of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles, and that's generational wealth and security. She's really just bringing her energy into if you've been discouraged or your energy levels haven't been what they should be. This is encouragement. Basically, she's a cheerleader right now.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get, King?
No, I was just doing something I forgot to do before the show, before I was so rudely interrupted.
Do you have to go potty?
Louise, our Jerry Star Magic, and I suppose to continue to work together. Are we going to meet in the future? Oh, Louise.
She wants a man.
Man. You better take him before I go find a hunting. She's supposed to work with Jerry Star Magic. Jerry Star Magic. I think there's a yes, but not from the green heart.
Yeah, there's a little bit more to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something that's the male heart. He's not in it.
He's got his guard up too much. He's got an ego problem right now. You have to wait for that tower moment till he kills the ego. And then you can move forward. He is stuck in his own world right now. So this will reverse. He'll get control of that. There's your King of Cups, getting control over all those emotions and understanding the ego. After he does that, absolutely you will work with him. But he's got to go through possibly ego on steroids and then dark night of the soul, wake up, and then he'll be good.
Yep.
Mary, I have a spot on my leg that is swollen and itchy. I have never had poison ivy. Has my metabolism changed? Please and thank you.
Oh, boy.
I told you to quit biting people, Miss Mary. They bite back.
It's a poison ivy. I don't like. You had a very nasty bout of poison ivy many years ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. When I get around poison ivy, it gets in my lungs. It goes internal. It's really bad.
Yeah, I'm not getting poison ivy. I'm getting poison oak.
Where's Willetta? Benadryl.
Need you find yourself a man.
With a poison ivy. Oh, that's a big, strong yes. You might need to contact a doctor because of your medications. They may have to give you a steroid.
Yeah, this is doctor, and something's off balance as well. Something in nature. Absolutely. You've gotten into some vines or something here.
Uh-oh, those are not fun. Not too long ago, I had poison ivy in my lungs too. They said the spores I'm allergic to. Yeah, Mary, you need more than Benadryl. They'll probably get you on a steroid.
Remember, these spores can get in your clothes, the air. Even if you're not out pulling weeds, it's still there. The oils stay in stuff. So it's almost like a sumac where there's a thick oil.
Mm-hmm.
That can absolutely do it.
Pauline, will this coming Friday be a good day for us to go to the beach? Some beach.
This Friday?
Some beach someday.
You going to
Somewhere.
Some of a beach? I wonder where you're going to, Colleen. Are you going to Indiana? Will this Friday be a good day for us to go to the beach? I get a yes. But I heard it's supposed to rain for 5 days, but that I'm getting a yes.
Strong yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Six of Pentacles, this is a good time for you to go with family. Absolutely.
Yep.
So Mary Jones take this. We paused for a brief commercial. Mary Jones says she has steroids at home. Should she take those? I'm not getting a yes or no. I really think you should notify the doctors on what medicine you are in order for a yes or no.
Is it prednisone? We're not doctors, but if it's prednisone, that's what they're going to end up giving you anyway. So if you haven't, it's not expired. I mean, I would, but I'm not a doctor. So
yeah, because I'm not getting a yes or no on my hands. So
yeah,
it depends on what. Because Mary, you might have medication that already has steroids in it. That's what I'm thinking. They said to notify the doctor. I think she might have something that she has to stop taking in order to take the prednisone.
Make sure that it doesn't interfere with other things.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, prednisone is the medicine, yes. And it goes 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. It's a 5-day packet. But you might have a medication that you're on that has prednisone in it or a steroid.
They may want to add something to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Are you trying to flip me the bird?
No, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giving you enough time to put anything else out there. But since you didn't,
I lost it.
Roman, will an attack on the Nimitz be a trigger scare event?
It's interesting that you bring that up because there's probably going to be some repeats of attacks. Do you remember when Yemen went after USS? Which one was it? I can't remember the name of the ship. But yeah, that led into somebody recently has put the comms together that we could expect an attack on one of our ships. So
USS Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, because that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, you have to remember they want a war. This is what they want. But because Trump and the Joint Chiefs are going about it with just precision strikes, he doesn't need to go to war, and he doesn't want to go to war. You might hear lots of rumors. Somebody even put a broadcast up today about all the cities that have targets on their backs for nukes. And I'm like, stop fear-mongering people.
Exactly.
But aren't they exactly the 17 cities that they have been predicting a long time ago that has to be taken down?
Rods of God.
Okay, so this is poking the bear. This is spreading lies and rumors, the devil and lies. So you might hear it, but this is divine spirit just saying don't believe it. Just like nobody's going to nuke anybody because they don't exist anymore. They've been neutralized.
Mm-hmm.
So to get everybody to wake up, yes, absolutely. Will they say there is just so they can have a reason to do EBS or whatever their plan is? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you also have to understand, guys, in times of crisis, there are more love, more prayers, and more humanity. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's out there to bring people to wake up. And
I would say that there is now. But in the past, they have really had the heavy hand on the fear. I mean, look at 9/11. Scared the crap out of everybody. Don't you cross your arms at me, mister.
Look at him. He's making those muscles look. My muscles are bigger than your muscles. Look at that muscle.
I'm just waiting to take flight.
For Moa Wong, what does my star family have for me for the rest of the month?
Zemond.
So a week.
For a week. All right. What does? Funny. Okay, not solar plexus. You're supposed to. There's still more forgiveness that you need to let go. There's actually purging.
You're in a very slow transition phase right now, and you feel like you just want to quit. Have you silenced your own voice? And maybe not. This is surrender, giving up. You shouldn't. You need to look towards the future, finding that voice. You still have a lot of work to do. The Eight of Pentacles is master craftsman. You still have to get better and better and better. Is it going to be slow? Yeah, but there are lessons to be learned here. You may feel like you're a little out in the cold and displaced, so to speak. Divine Spirit says no. Nope. You just have to make the right decisions. The Two of Wands is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You need to go in the right decision. Some of the oracles that I've been doing here recently, they've focused on don't ride the fence, choose and move forward, and you'll be propelled a lot faster. So you're still going to continue the rest of the month with transitioning and coming out of the negative mindset. Okay, thinking more positive.
You need more focus.
Yeah.
This popped out. Past is behind you now, so drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep, absolutely. And one of the things we need to remember is, unfortunately, we live in a microwave society where we have instantaneous gratification. We have anything we want at the snap of our fingers. And spiritual growth doesn't happen like that. There's no drive-through window. So it takes time.
Wyletta, any messages from Spirit, please and thank you.
Yes, Mary Jones and Benadryl.
And don't forget the tater salad. Y'all been focusing on that Benadryl far too much lately.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough on the tater salad. Just saying.
Okay. Wyletta, you're being called to balance out your spirituality. Okay. Dig a little deeper on what your gifts are. Okay. It can help bring you out of a funk of not worried as much or confrontations. They want you to take stronger action. That Ace of Wands is you've got to take the bull by the horns. Okay. Dig a little deeper. Spend more time in spirituality. Prayer, meditation, whatever that is to you, what works for you. And don't do it to check a box. Don't do it and get distracted. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, build up to it. It takes time to get used to it.
E Purple, message from my galactic family for the rest of June. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Patience. Just patience. Focus on patience.
Okay. You got happiness. You have the Sun card. The Hangman may be, you're not uncomfortable, but you might be getting a different perspective on life and how you can change, and how you're realizing that you need to put some boundaries up to be able to make sure that your emotions don't get out of control. Knight of Cups. You tread lightly now with who you kind of hanging around and what you'll put up with and what you won't. You're drawing the line in the sand.
Yep. You're setting your boundaries.
Yeah, and Seven of Cups is all about making choices, decisions, and getting rid of the liars and thieves in your life. If they are not serving you in a divine positive light, you have to give yourself permission to let go. It's okay to do.
And who is this?
E Purple.
E-cake.
Oh,
E-purple.
okay. Eat cake and be happy.
That's right.
All right. Love it. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. We'll just mark that off the list of things.
Well, I had an intruder.
So well.
I had an intruder that was not welcomed.
Oh.
It was the wrong boyfriend showed up, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, through portal number 1.
And she had said it was supposed to be portal number 2.
Yeah, wrong one. That was tomorrow.
Roman, any insight, guidance, or message for old Roman, Grandma, and cats, or anyone maybe? Thanks.
What's messages?
He needs somebody to talk to.
You got that quarter still? Okay. Any insights or guidance for Roman? Anything you guys want to say? Ooh, I'm getting a male figure and a female.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Very strong male.
He wants you to use your words, or he wants to tell you something.
Well, very strong, powerful. Take control of your life. You're the only one that can control your own actions. And then you have Wheel of Fortune. You'd be surprised how that can change any situation. You're very, very nostalgic. You're trying to remember the good old days. You can manifest. You're not trying to bring back the good old days. You're trying to create new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love that.
Don't focus on the past. May have been great. You may have had great memories with Grandma and the cats. Don't focus on what has been. Focus on what is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the next card says it all. Look into the future. Paint the world and create your world. What do you want it to look like?
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm glad you said that because.
I think she's cussing. What do you think?
Okay. So yeah, you keep holding on to the past, refusing to see what's in front of you. Yeah, you'll have better. I wouldn't say new memories, but I would say new experiences if you open that door. Fear that you're going to get hurt. Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to be nostalgic. We all like to reminisce the good old days and what it was like to be young and not hurt, right? But we don't focus on going back and changing the past. We look at the future and go, what have I learned? What do I not want to do again? And what would I like to see happen? What can I manifest? It's just a mindset. Terry, that's disgusting. When I was younger, I wouldn't eat potato salad without peanut butter with it.
Ooh, that sounds.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Unless it's between two slices of bread.
To each his own.
Will we eventually be living side by side with the giants again?
I think we are. Some of these people are super tall.
Oh, okay, Wings. That was blunt and to the point. He goes, hell no. Okay, look. But I think we need to define giant. Giant is in Nephilim, no, because they're underground and being taken out. They're going to be dealt with.
Mhm.
Giants as in Tartarian, yes, I get a strong yes. So we have to define what giant is.
Yeah.
Anything over 20 feet tall.
Yes, we will. This is reminiscing going back to Tartarian days. Absolutely. I kind of like the idea of they're almost a sense of security. They kind of help us with keeping the negatives at bay. Does that make sense? That's true, Joe Patry. That is absolutely true. Yeah, meet me in person. It's a real life giant. Mm-hmm. Amazon woman.
She just oh.
I'm as wide as I am tall, and I don't care.
Oh, let's see. Is Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, still a Rosicrucian dirtbag, or did the Whiteheads turn him to the light?
He's got a sketchy past, but I think he got flipped. I will see.
Is he up the light? It's a yes, but not a real strong one. It's not very weak, but it's not strong. But I'm going to ask.
I'm getting Whitehead flipped him.
2.0. Is he 2.0? Can you imagine the people who are not awake trying to understand what 2.0 is?
Yeah, he's 2.0. Wow. Absolutely. So we're looking at a newer version of him. So in the past, he has signed the contract to clean it up. So currently, you're looking at the new improved version. He surrendered. Was not happy about it because this is a power trip. Interesting that one of the things that emotionally that he made the choices over is looking at his own children and realizing, look, they're worth the change.
Yep.
So yeah, and looking into the future. So he's a 2.0, new and improved.
Mary, it has been a week since my granddaughter's brain surgery. Will she be released today from the hospital?
Okay.
It's been a week since my granddaughter's brain surgery. Oh, okay. I'm glad she's doing well.
I'm getting yes.
Today?
Later on today?
Tomorrow?
Still going through observation.
Wednesday. Probably stronger Wednesday.
I almost get that they want to monitor her balance to see if she can get up.
I'm getting Wednesday.
A little bit longer. She can't, not today. I'm not quite sure. It is going to be a little disappointing But yeah, I get that she'll get the call here in the near future to come home with family. They kind of want to make sure and watch her to see if she can do the things. Like she has a checklist
Right.
of therapeutic things that need to be checked, and I don't think she's hitting them right now. So it's best just to wait and lean on your hoe. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, at least she has a hoe there. It'll keep her busy.
Roman TVs in 1977 were interrupted by a warning message from Ashtar Command. Why did they do it then? So long ago now. I don't even remember that.
Really?
That must have been on a different timeline.
I don't remember.
That's
we were-
even after.
well, that would be why I don't remember it.
Isn't that that's even after JFK when Valthor was here setting everything up? Well, let's see.
I was on the Aleutian Islands at that time.
That was
So we didn't
playing.
have regular TV.
Let's ask if Ashtar did interrupt. Did Ashtar come in on the TV? And
Yes, they did. They were there to deliver a message for humanity because there was a lot of scare stuff going on at that time. What was going on in 77?
Was that Carter time? Was that Carter time with
It's Carter
oil?
time.
Was
Carter
it OPEC
time.
oil?
It was to let them know that they're being protected and they would move them out of troubled waters. They may have tried this. We know that the Great Awakening, this has been going on for decades. The Q movement, all of this stuff. But it just wasn't time yet, or the negative had way too much control, so they've had to come back in currently. Okay.
Yes,
Could it
Nadia.
be, okay, my VIP piggyback off of that question. Could it be because some people remember the original agenda and some people came in after the 2000 ended, and you know how timelines switch, Mandela effect?
This was supposed to be done in 77, so I had just been born. I think they were warning the world that I was here.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's
Exactly what it was.
I'm just saying.
Jen's coming.
She's here. All of humanity
Down the
needs to be
hatches.
warned.
hello, humans. Jen is now in the terrible twos and will continue for 40
If it all goes to
years.
crap, it's her fault. Okay. Okay.
Dragonfly. My husband works at a municipality, and they announced today they are dissolving the assessing department. Can I get a reading on why they made that decision? Because
Was he
they don't
part
need
of
to
that?
assess anymore.
They're done assessing. They figured it out. Why are they dissolving the assessing? That's funny. Didn't he just get promoted?
I believe so.
Ooh.
Is he
Are they-
working in the assessing department?
Are they trying to protect their butts?
I almost get that it's a cover up for something else.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But this is a negative department. They've been having a poker face, pretending to be something they're not. They're thieves and liars.
It's for him, buddy.
It's going to take a little bit of time, but this will strengthen. They're removing. It was a tough decision, but they have to for future purposes. It's all negativity. There's too much money laundering going on.
Yeah, I think there was a cover up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Schneider.
Madge, what is the meaning behind me dropping my koala bear keychain my son gave me from Australia as I was walking up to my door?
Well, let me first by saying koalas aren't bears. They're not actually called koala bears.
Well, fun fact. Do you know koala bears have fingerprints?
Mm-hmm. Dogs, their little nose prints are just as unique as fingerprints.
Well, he has a very unique print. He's got a scar right up here when he snoot her. What's the meaning of dropping the keychain?
So what is the meaning behind her dropping her koala bear?
What was that from? I remember that.
That was Tim Conway.
Oh yeah.
Doing that to his...
Something to get your attention, to change your focus. You've got too much distraction in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to refocus your mission here, because it's almost a priority mix-up here. You need to walk away from some of the things that are not serving you emotionally, that you can't control, and get back to traditional old ways of where your faith is, and stay focused. There's just too much negativity. It's just a wake-up call, basically. And it's also letting you know, let go. Stop holding on to stuff.
Well, I think what that is I don't know if you're too invested in the son that gave you that keychain, and it's a way of letting him become independent. Mm-hmm. You cannot hold on to him because he's an adult and he wants to do his own thing.
Yeah. Remember, when it's a materialistic thing, they're just things. And take pictures of things that are sentimental. Oh, that's one reason why people become hoarders. One of the reasons. There's a lot of reasons, but they're too afraid to let go of things. I used to be the carrier of anybody that passed away. I would inherit their stuff until I got tired of being a museum. Take pictures of it and release it. Let it go.
You want videos?
That's what I'm gonna do with King.
I was going to say,
I'm gonna take your all's picture and then bye-bye.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Jen, did you take my picture?
I got lots of pictures of you. I screenshotted you. You're out of the picture now.
Marcy, a week ago, a butterfly landed on my chest. Any messages?
Oh, cute. That's a good one.
But they're usually family members.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Family member.
Yeah, it's a family member.
Right away.
Picture of the butterfly that landed on her chest.
I'm getting male figure.
Really? I got female.
Well, it could have been both.
Possible sibling age.
One male on one wing and female on the other.
It could be, but it's like your age, a little younger, maybe. Let me see.
My age?
No, Marcy's. It's like a sibling age. 2, 3. They want to say something to you.
Okay, now I've done these readings before, and sometimes it freaks people out, so I want to tread lightly.
Like Cherry Big Stick.
Were you a twin, and you were the only one that made it?
Could be.
Been there. Don't know.
Because this is a battle for the womb. Only one was going to make it. This is a twin. That's who it is. And this is divine. The divine creator sent this. Curious to know if you were a twin. And this is your twin. Yes, beyond the veil. And trying to get your attention.
Nice.
I didn't know. There's a sibling card. A lot of times when it happens really, really early, even your mother will not know.
Mm-hmm.
But that reading is very strong on an actual twin.
Yeah, it could be you absorbed this twin, but that was their soul contract of just being with you and then helping you on the other side. Their soul contract was to experience an ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jojo. What?
What? Say it ain't so.
I'm getting a baby.
What do they feed me in prison? Oh, sorry.
Drusilla, does Spirit have any messages for me for the month of July? Don't be so blue.
Hello.
Hello.
Was that the message?
No shit,
Yeah, don't
Sherlock.
be so blue.
Oh, Lee's home.
Really? No shit.
He goes, it's hot.
It was a
Except
cat
for
saying
lunch.
it. I think it was Lyron saying it's hot.
Oh, Drusilla. Oh, okay.
What does Wings have for her today?
Be patient.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The new endeavors that you want to start will happen. Just continue on your mission. Okay, this is spiritual mission. Yeah, get excited. There's your giving and receiving of finances. Be patient. Are we a little impatient? Get excited about focusing on endeavors. Maybe focus on the future. And that's a common thing with spirit right now. Create and paint a picture of the world you want to live in.
Mary, do my spirit guides have a message for me? Please, and thank
Stop
you.
with the Benadryl.
Ease up on
Focusing too much on the past.
You need to have more fun.
Yeah.
You need to have more fun. Look at all the options of things that you can do for fun. Okay. Don't sit around and think about things that you can't control.
Right.
Yeah. You got all the tools that you need to manifest your future. Have more fun. It's basically spirit saying, don't sweat the small stuff. Enjoy whatever
It's
that
out of your
means.
control. Let the creator have it. All right. Jojo. Ooh. No.
Where?
Did the solstice bring a higher timeline for me?
The solstice, that was the craziest solstice. Everything
a lot
that was
of
crazy
like
happened.
turmoil or
A lot
not
of turmoil. It was a WTF solstice this time,
Yeah.
guys.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, if you got in a higher
Brought
timeline,
out something
good
in
for
me
you.
that I didn't ever want. And she's gone again. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run.
It did, yeah. It did. It strengthened you. This is a celebration time for you. So yeah, you got some upgrade. Okay. It adjusted your timeline. So
Nice.
the Two of Pentacles is always struggling. So it did give you an adjustment to allow you to be more focused on what you need for you and your loved ones. So, yep.
Madge, why did I feel so dragged down Saturday and Sunday?
The solstice.
Solstice.
And solar
Yeah.
flare. So we had a really big solar flare too.
Yep.
And then add that and not letting go of things that you need to purge. It'll come out. And you got to let it go and release it instead of bringing it back in.
I'm going to go up to where I left off. Well, that's a ways. There we are.
Because you need to release the fear of healing. Okay. Meaning there's too much fear of what if, where I don't know where the what ifs are coming from. You need more meditation and prayer. This is faith to have a better disposition, sunny disposition. But the sun always tells me it's the solstice and it's solar flares. So that impacted you greatly. But divine spirit is you have to take a better leadership role of what you need to do. Okay.
Mhm.
You have been told by feminine energy in your life, and I'm staring at her, that you need to do something. And until it gets done, you will constantly be at battle with yourself.
There is no other way. I mean, you keep hitting, you're in a box with one door. And if you keep hitting the wall long enough, you'll find the door that you can come out of. That's all I can say. And that's for people who don't like the gratitude and don't like the positive and don't like, it's not just you, Madge, it's us, other people, which I'm seeing on the live chat. There's no pity party. The pity is what you put upon yourself. You got to raise your own vibe in order to reach other people's energy level.
I wanted a pity party.
Well,
Blitz.
next door.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
precious.
I'm like, it's next door. Pity party next door. There's
Yeah.
no room for it here.
Well, you talk about our impatience. That has a lot to do with it. Especially, it's the people that you've told a million times. It's not new ones coming in. They need a little guidance of how to get started. It's the ones you're constantly repeating.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeking here right now.
Do you remember a while back we came up with the term asshole?
Yep. Yep.
That's what it means. You keep asking, we keep telling you, you keep ignoring us, so we just stop telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Victorious. An old remedy I heard was to put sugar on wounds and bandage them. Heals faster. Is it true?
Yeah, it's actually an old combination of sugar and salt.
Yeah.
They used it back during World War II. For a quick,
Unless you're diabetic.
well, yeah, but a quick healing. It's
Or
helped
quick
with
death.
bleeding
very
and things like that.
Yeah. That's very quick. You could die. No, but honey is an antiseptic. I don't know
Absolutely.
about sugar.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I'm not sure.
you'd have to use raw sugar, not this synthetic stuff that they sell in the store.
Because I could see that feeding the bacteria. I can see like any germs.
That's what I'm saying. Raw sugar cane, yes, but I'd go with the honey before I would sugar.
Oh, there's
Sugar
another
cane
old remedy.
wine.
If you have a deep gash and you have no bandage or anything, you can use. And this is very hard to clean it, but it does work. Coffee grounds. Coffee grounds will constrict the blood flow and stop the bleeding.
Tea bags are used for a lot of different things
Tea
too.
bags too, but coffee. Oh, it's the hardest to clean out, but it stops it instantly.
Katrina, what does the cards have to tell about the black bubbles here and their purpose? Are they tiny or are they large?
They're very huge.
The bubble gum is old.
No, it's very, very huge. Interesting.
I didn't know they made licorice bubble gum.
Yeah. Somehow they came in during the solstice, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of accidentally drove in one.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Is it the black goo?
No, it's not black goo. It's something different.
I guess I should get out more often.
You should ask the 8-ball since it's a black bubble too.
There you go. There's something about agreements. I don't know what they're stuck here.
Yeah, they were brought
They've
in.
been here, but they're stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, I mean, this is sad energy here. They can't get out. This very secretive magician and high priestess together.
Ooh.
Something spiritual here.
They brought it here.
It's almost like they're looking at options of how to escape. Whatever the black bubbles are, they like, I want out. They can't get out.
So are you thinking that some nefarious brought them here for a reason?
Yeah, it was a strategic move.
Out of all the streets, I can drive through one. Unbelievable. I guess it was not divine.
All the streets out of all the country.
I don't know what this has to do with anything, but the leaders of these nefarious groups, the King of Pentacles, when it's negatively aspected, is the kingpins. The leaders for money and power and control. And something about littles.
Freemasons, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
We could deep dive that. I don't think we'll find anything though.
No, I don't think so either. They're going through a death, basically.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Freemasons can't FO. I agree.
Yep.
While we're waiting, do you have anything else on your coffee page? I'm still looking for questions.
There was one.
Priscilla, if time allows, I'm planning on neutering my pup in July. Is it okay to go ahead with it, or should she wait?
Well, how old is the pup?
I think you need to ask your pup.
No, but how old is the pup? If it's too young, it stunts their growth and their muscles. I did Schneider when he was 7 months old because he was getting aggressive. And believe it or not, he's shorter than a normal white German Shepherd is. So his second name is Midge. Should she neuter her pup? Should you?
This is weight. You have 2 weight cards here. One lean on Yeho, and the other one's temperance. That you should wait until it gets a little bit bigger, because I do believe this will rob him of growth. I agree. Spirit agrees with Nadia. Write that down.
Exactly. I was going to say.
Finally. Thank you, Solstice. Yes, Solstice is on my side. New timeline. Yes.
He turns 3 on July 4th.
He's 3 years old.
German Shepherds, he's at his peak. Let him get just a little bit bigger.
Well, they usually asked for a year. However, 3.
The German Shepherds are very unique dogs. I know this. And that coming into their own, I don't have the reason being that age, but this is weight. Maybe there's a reason that you need to. They're showing me winter time, that you should wait like 6 months.
Oh, maybe it's with the heat.
It could be.
Okay, so just do like they have diapers for dogs, so he doesn't get into promiscuous activities, and also pee on your furniture. Debbie had some questions. Debbie,
Yeah, use your discernment, Drusilla. Just whatever you feel. I mean, Spirit gave their answer, but your doggy, your choice.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
At what time?
On the 4th of July, he's going to turn 3. Wow, patriotic doggy. What timeline? What time for Debbie?
Yeah.
Do you want her to? One was
Debbie's-
Spirit have
He won at 2:09.
your time.
My
What?
time.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten that far yet. Debbie L.
Mm-hmm.
Any messages from my angels or spirit? Thank you kindly.
Divine Spirit. We don't want
Didn't say
negative
divine.
spirit. Negative spirit tries to sneak in here and give messages. You're gonna start cussing. Y'all gonna have to hold your ears.
There you go.
This is just for spirit. Angels or spirits. My guides are so funny. Debbie L, they're asking you to continue with pickleball. I don't know why. It's your voice.
Oh.
Use your voice too.
You need to ground yourself and find your voice.
Yeah, use your voice.
You need more grounding.
I think that's what pickleball is. I think that is you're having fun. You're not worried about stuff. You know what I mean? They want you to have fun, though.
There's something really, really strong. This is the divine creator. This will help you move forward with your plans, whatever they are. Just go outside and tell Gaia you feel that energy from all the way up here and push it all the way down into Gaia and exhale on that. But when you come back up and inhale, feel the energy come back up from Gaia because she replenishes. She takes the negative and she'll give the positive back. Do it 2 or 3 times, at least once a day. Divine Spirit is saying this would help out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie again. Will God ever let me meet the 3 of you someday?
We're here.
We're going to manifest it.
Yeah.
Free will.
I think after the craziness of, humanitarian and all of this stuff, at some point, we'll be able to afford getting everybody in one central location and finally having a meet and greet.
Yeah, I think Jules will be flying the helicopters to pick each and every one of you up.
Yeah.
She's not here, so I just...
one heck of a helicopter.
Wow, Divine Spirit's strong, yes, working on it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't forget the tater salad.
And Benadryl. We might have poison ivy in the area. Okay, there was something that Tyler said he thinks Moon might add a question right after Katrina's way back. When
Give
we
me a
paused.
time.
Well, when she said the black goo, the black bubble, I mean.
And I'm looking for who?
If you see Katrina's black bubble one, it's right with that. I don't know how far. He said he can't go back to see it. It wasn't too far. Because you guys love talking, and I love that you guys love talking to each other. It's
I've been around you too long.
Around what?
What?
What? Did you say something?
That message coming in. Put down the fork, Nadia. Oh, sorry.
Again? I'm going to have potato salad, whether you guys like it or not. I love potato salad. I don't know. I don't see anything.
The pup.
Moon, if you wrote anything, you want to write it at the bottom if you wrote a question. And then I guess we're good.
Yep. I have to go feed my husband.
Oh, he can wait.
Well, it's already in the oven, so I don't want to
Burn it?
Yeah.
Does he know how to turn it off?
There is a man's instruction booklet, right? Take the hammer, hit this button.
Who am I looking for again?
Moon. And it's Victorious Moon.
Yeah, I know.
Victorious. Oh, if she did, I told her to write it at the bottom, so we'll see.
When there's the black bubbles, I'm at that point right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Then there was right before that was the sugar wounds and bandage thing.
Well, we did
we
that.
already answered.
It's always strange of how sometimes we don't see them all of the comments. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I know.
My phone. I had to reset my phone today. I couldn't text. I couldn't do anything.
Oh, so now the stuff is happening on your phone?
Yeah, I couldn't message. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
Well, I'll ask a quick question.
It was the sugar question. Yeah, we answered the sugar question. Victoria.
Yeah. I have a question. I'm trying to save money to get the Tesla satellite dish. That one. I'm trying to figure out if I want the big one or do I want the travel one.
The Starlink?
The Starlink Tesla. Yeah.
I thought that was supposed to be free.
No, that's
no, because I have one on my roof and I think it was 500 and something up front. And I can take it with me wherever I go. I mean, you can get the portable kind. This is on the roof. It just means when I move, I can take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
But it just depends. I mean, if you travel a lot, I would get the portable one. But if you're stationary, the one that sits on the roof is perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because I am starting to travel a lot more. So it's probably you'd be where in the world is Nadia San Diego now? That's the
Starlink is absolutely wonderful. That's the only thing that works out here in farm country. That's it. It's the only thing, and it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, I have a credit card for Best Buy, and every time you spend money, they give you credit. So that's why I'm saving up for it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out if I want the mini one or the big one, and if they work just as well, the mini ones. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for King to cross his arms. I'm running out of things to talk
He's
about.
falling asleep.
All right, guys.
What do we got tomorrow? I got a day full of private readings. King, you got anything?
Go tomorrow. No. Wednesday is your day.
Yeah.
I have a show on Thursday.
Okay, so we got one.
I'm sorry, Nadia. Did you have something to say?
Wow.
I think he was muted. Am I muted? I don't know if I'm muted or not.
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah. All right, love and light, guys, before I get muted again. Did he mute me again?
Why, Yana?
Why, Ayana?
Y'all behave yourselves. I love ya.
Love and light.
Bye.